He's my sharing guest.
Well, hello, people. As you can see, Linda Lim presents Good For You TV is always running behind, doing the thing. Chrissy!
We're all neophytes
Biggest
here.
culprit. I'm trying to tell them how to share. So this is what we do, okay? Ready? You guys handle the show.
He's good at this.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Linda Lim presents Good For You TV tonight on Tuesday. As you can see, we have a full house, which is very exciting.
Not like Bob Saget, like fucking like a tub.
No, but you know. And like always, you know.
We have 3 queens and 2 jacks.
Yeah!
Oh, there you go.
Could have been kings. I gave you guys the.
I like it.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely. But so as you can see, we're all excited here. Look who I have next to me. Introduce yourself.
Loretta, the Loretta.
Yes, the Loretta, and we have the Miss Chris.
Her not so exciting host.
And we have special guests in the house today. Introduce yourself.
Mark Perlman. I'll go with that to start.
Dylan Perlman,
All right, and we're from the
Argyle Theater over in Babylon Village.
Yay!
Wonderful Argyle Theatre
Completely
in Babylon
restored.
Village. Yes.
And we're definitely going to be
Thank
talking about that. So, how was your weekend?
Darling, it was busy, beyond busy, but fabulously busy.
How was your weekend? How was your
I
weekend?
don't even know what we were.
I-
What day are we
I
on?
saw a lot
Okay.
of shows over and over again.
Oh, you
Okay.
did? What did you see?
And our show,
The Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Oh,
about
yeah.
5 times.
Okay, yeah, okay, we're going to, yeah, people have to come and see it. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
we've
since
a
we got
lot.
that out of the way, so let's just get right to it. So, welcome to the show. I'm so happy that you were able to come and join this crazy crew we have here. So, tell us a little bit about Loretta. Thank you so much for bringing in your guest tonight. This way we can get to know a little bit more about the Argyle Theater.
That's it.
So, let's hear it. What's going on?
Can I start by saying, first of all, as a new Babylon resident, I had been driving past what is now the Argyle Theatre for quite a few years since moving to Long Island. And I was like, oh my gosh, this place is closed. I wish they would turn it back into a cinema or something because this town needs it. It's a beautiful village. For those of you that don't know Babylon Village, it's picturesque. I post about it all the time. It's literally the place you go no matter what age you are, and it's gorgeous. So when I saw that the first show, I think it was a Donna Summer show or something,
Donna Summer.
I was absolutely like riveted. First of all, Donna Summer is like my idol, and many girls, I'm sure.
Oh,
and
yeah,
boys out there
definitely.
love her.
Absolutely.
So the first show I saw was this past summer, Hairspray.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. I'm an actress myself. I went to the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama. Those of you that know that, I did many years of working in theatre and TV in England. So I didn't know what to expect from repertory theatre here in America. Oh my goodness! So good.
And why was it so good?
Yeah, why was it so good? I want to
We're
know
gonna
because
tell
I
you.
want to
We're gonna
join.
tell you.
Okay,
Yes,
please
I
do.
mean, the whole history of how this came to be.
Yeah.
Well, 24 and a half years ago, Dylan was conceived.
24 and a half, he told me
I'm
he's
turning
going to be
25
back.
Well,
You
we
see,
was
you
had-
miscalculated right
it
there.
was a quick pregnancy. No.
It's a weird math.
Basically, Dylan's vision. Dylan was acting since he was a little boy. And I'll kind of let you, why don't you tell the story a little bit, how that all happened.
That's a long story, but basically from 7, 8 years old on, I was acting. I was in the theater entertainment industry, and so being both exposed to the industry from a young age in the city, and I was on a tour at 12 years old on a national Broadway tour of a play on Golden Pond, but also seeing theaters on the island and loving Long Island and studying it in a certain way. By the time I was about 18, we had begun discussing and sort of actively pursuing finding a space that made sense to us and transforming it into a live venue.
I think in the beginning it was almost like some kind of fun scavenger hunt.
Okay.
You know, Dad's going to be retiring from the school system soon. I was a school psychologist, and I have a private practice still in Wantua. And Dylan had this idea, and I said, you know what? This will be kind of exciting. Let's go see what's out there. I don't know if it's ever really going to happen. And we started investigating. We saw some very strange venues. We met with some, very interesting people.
Where? Here on Long Island?
on Long Island, all on Long
Yeah,
Island.
all over.
And
I don't contest it. I'll tell you, I believe that right away.
Yeah.
so the one theater that we did almost pull the trigger was the one in Rockville Center that's now Bonefish Grill on Sunrise Highway.
Oh, okay.
We came close, and
But I mean, it was
Glad
it was in a
didn't
lot
happen.
worse of condition than
And we weren't
where
ready.
we ended up, and just
So
the
you
way
were
it worked
specifically
out.
looking for a theater?
Yeah, or I mean, I think a theater would have been preferential, but something that could somehow be morphed into
Okay.
you know,
A large
live,
space.
a large live theatrical performance space.
Okay.
And so it was September 2014. The movie theater in Babylon closed down, and so we heard about it in the paper, and we got, you know, people would let us know, because at this point it was about 2012 when we actually first started pursuing it and investigating.
he was still in diapers.
So it's yeah. So
You got a smart boy there.
you better wait a few years. Don't be the one in diapers.
You got a smart boy there.
Yeah. So it was 2 years later, and we see the space became available, and so
Okay.
and we love the village. We love the area.
Yes.
Everything about it, all the variables clicked. There wasn't that much around it like it. It was 5 minutes from the train station. The nightlife.
What town are you from?
We're from Seaford, so we literally
Oh,
live.
okay.
You know, I grew up 5 minutes from where we are right now.
Perfect.
And so a lot of it just clicked, and the building itself. So sorry about that. I move my hands a lot, but and we just pursued it from there. We just pursued it.
Do that again.
I move my fingers a lot.
Hey!
Love you.
So
She's uncensored.
Oh, good.
that's good. That's good.
It's almost past 10. Anyway.
So anyway, so the fact
yeah.
that to find, you just don't find movie theaters walking around. You know, it's like it's not like shopping for a house.
Exactly.
It's very
So what was really interesting is it was a blind bid. Bowtie Cinemas owned the theater. They bought out Clearview Cinemas. They had about 43.
Nothing
They had 40.
confidential.
No, but they had 40.
Nobody said this.
Ooh, we like it.
Clearview,
Spill it,
yeah.
spill it. We like to hear
Yeah.
confidential.
You're
Yes.
good. You're good right now.
I like it
Every
raw.
record somewhere. We
Yeah,
can,
yeah,
They
yeah.
own. I don't know that I said anything.
No,
So
you didn't. You didn't. I'm just
Bowtie
making
Cinemas-
sure. Going
He's
forward.
watching out for
Allegedly,
you.
allegedly,
What is it,
allegedly, someone.
Oh, I like this. Let them go at it.
No,
What's
we
going
don't
on
go
here?
at it.
We're-
We don't go at it.
Let us sit back.
I mean, he's 25 now. He could beat your ass.
Never.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, you still look like you got some fight in you.
Let's see. So Bowtie Cinemas put it up for sale or lease, and they did not ask for a price. They asked for blind bids. So nobody knew who was bidding. Nobody knew what the vision was. So some people, we found out later, some people wanted to tear it down, put up office space and apartments. Others wanted to put a hotel, various other things. So we learned from originally pursuing the theater in Rockville Center, you need to get to know the powers that be. You need to get to know the people in the municipality, the mayor, the board of trustees, the people to give them an idea of your vision.
So we struck that up immediately. I mean, it was and it took many years, and even with a supportive village, town, county, state,
Yeah.
you know, it still just takes a long time to get everything lined up.
Yeah, you said 2014 is when it actually went on
the-
sale.
Exactly.
Correct.
So you've
Well, we
been
weren't the
working
first.
on
So
it.
we took-
No, but you've been working on this since then.
essentially.
Right.
And it wasn't until February 2017
17 that we took
we
ownership.
actually purchased the building officially. And
But-
then we spent about 13, 14 months renovating it.
Wow.
And in the meanwhile, assembling the team and continuously honing the vision and the sort of model.
But what was strange for the village and for people in general and for lenders was what makes a psychologist and a college grad who majored in economics and psychology, who's done some acting,
Yeah.
think they're
Okay.
going to be able to run a theater.
Exactly.
So that was
Yeah.
a big trick for us to be able to convince the powers that be and the lenders and all that, we
Okay.
kind of had our shit together and we could do
Yeah.
this.
All right.
Because you got the right team around you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So we've got a great team and a lot of
Serendipitous
yeah.
situations. People who've, just sort of come to us in one way or another.
Or were in our lives years ago and we
Yeah.
didn't know that someday we'd reconnect. So an example, two real big examples. One, we're at a hospitality meeting. We were told, go to as much networking as you can. So we went to this networking meeting in Uniondale, the Marriott. And this guy kind of nods to me in the meeting, goes like this. I go, Dylan, somebody's saying hello. He's probably saying hello to somebody else. The meeting ends. Big husky guy walks up to me, goes, Mark Perlman? I go, yeah. He goes, the Mark Perlman?
Oh.
I go, I don't know now.
Is this good or bad?
I don't remember owing anybody anything. He starts hugging me. Queens College baseball. We played college baseball together at Queens College, and
Marty Rubin.
his name is Marty Rubin, and turns out he had a history of being a director of sales of a very similar type of theater that we would be creating.
Wow, look at that.
So he is, in fact, we were just with him. That's the guy I was talking about,
Okay.
who had his Diet Cokes at the network.
Oh, okay.
Marty!
Marty,
Was
should
it
be
Pepsi?
here, Marty.
Thank
I
you,
thought you
Marty.
said Pepsi.
Why aren't you here, Marty?
One of the two.
Maybe he probably had one of each.
They both taste
sugar
the
thing
same.
is.
They really don't. Coke is more
You
sugary.
could do a whole episode on that.
Yeah, so,
The merits. Of
and
it.
then tell about Evan.
Well, Evan, I mean, it's tremendous how it all came together. When, I was 12 years old when I did the national tour of On Golden Pond, and Evan, if you're out there, Evan, I love you, buddy.
Hey, Evan.
Yeah, there you go. Evan, has been a Broadway veteran
Evan who?
his entire career, Evan Pappas, and so we were on the tour together, and so as we were, getting close on the property, and we were, still honing the vision and assembling the team, we approached him, and he came on board as our artistic director, and his network of designers and creatives and just people within the industry is so incredible. And so we've pulled together casts from all over the world, where we have people on our stage from, anything from 5 minutes away in Deer Park or Islip to Australia, London, Dubai,
Canada,
Georgia, Texas, Canada,
Caribbean.
And
So this isn't just your little community theater. This
No.
is like your off-Broad, really
That's why I
off-Broadway
was
You
so,
could speak to
I was
the-
literally,
yeah.
I was blown away. It was like I was on Broadway or West End. Do you know what I mean? The quality of the theater, the quality of the acting. I was so surprised.
Well, this is great because you think about it, like we're in Long Island.
Yeah.
New York is the hub of Broadway and shows and people. You think about it, like people come from all over the world to go to Broadway and see shows. Now, Long Islanders, we know how much of a hassle it is to get on the train and go to the city. Do we drive? Do we take the train? Do we pay for this? Do we pay for that? So like to have something kind of in your backyard is huge. And being Long Island is millions of people. I mean, as small as it is, millions of people here, even far out east, can now kind of make it more convenient for them to see a show that's like a Broadway show.
And it's the quality. That's the thing. It's
Yeah, the quality.
Everything you just said, because
Yeah.
it was realizing that we have 3 million people on Long Island, and nearly 1 million Broadway tickets are purchased every year by Long Islanders.
He does
Not
his
to
research.
mention however many
He knows his shit.
hundreds
That's
of
right.
thousands of local theater, community theater tours, whatever it may be. And so, as the price of musicals on Broadway is driven up because of how big the tourism industry is in New York and the fact that the economy is generally good, which is great,
Yeah.
it also, for the people who live right in the backyard, people I think are seeing shows less frequently because of that. And so to be able to offer an alternative that's convenient to them, nearby, your home, and I mean, so many times we have people who they're just so happy that the show ends and they're 10 minutes from home.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
but one of the things, just like from your experience, when the shows end and we go outside and thank people for coming, and so frequently we've had people say, "I'm so surprised. I had no
Yeah,
idea."
yeah,
And so
Exactly.
the big challenge for us is just getting the word out to people that there's a viable option for some real quality entertainment. We're trying to have diverse shows. We're sticking
Now
in
I'm hyped.
concerts.
Now I want
More
to
than
know
one
what's
show?
in store, like what's going
Well, we
on.
do-
Well,
It's
Yeah.
one show at a time,
So
right?
essentially, we have
Yeah.
one show at a time. It's an interesting model. Basically, we produce the shows in house. So we license big titles, big shows. So Hairspray, for instance. Right now, we just opened this past weekend, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's never even been on Broadway.
Never
And
had
they
it on
basically
Broadway.
adapted the animated Disney film, all those songs, adapted it to a stage musical, and it's epic. It's like in the picture like a Les Mis, but it's Disney music and it's
We also have-
it's
we
just
have
There
incredible.
you go, Chrissy. That's our stepping stone into the. We'll just come. That's
Hunchback?
yes, we were walking. We were
Where's
the
the
extra.
Hunchback?
I can say I was in theater. I was in the movie. I was
Quasimodo,
in-
there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Quasimodo. We have 17 actors, but we have about
Shout out
25 people in a choir.
Yes.
And it's high
it's
school kids
incredible.
from Long Island, some college
Yeah,
people.
can I just add, that was another thing I was surprised about with Hairspray. It was a live band, like a live orchestra.
Well, yeah.
I literally was like, oh my, really? Because a lot of the repertory shows, repertory theatre, it's a recording and people are singing to that. It was a live orchestra.
Well, what we did, again, when we when we saw this
constructed it.
venue and we said, okay, because we even though we lived 20 minutes away, we didn't know the village that well. So we started to frequent the village frequently, go to the restaurants, go to the shops.
The amount of times
I knew
talk to
I'd seen
people.
you guys out.
I've counted parking
Yeah, I know. I
spaces
took
so
shots
many
with
times.
you. I know it.
At the Brixton, right now.
I served you once or twice.
So once we saw that, that's when Dylan basically said, "Dad, let's talk." Because originally we did consider community theater,
Right.
and we said, you know what, with this venue, with this village, we have to do it right. So we didn't plan initially on doing that pit.
Yeah.
We could show. It's a little difficult to show right now, but it took
I mean, it
almost
was
3 months to
extensive
excavate the ground,
Wow.
7 feet deep. We had to pray that we didn't hit water, which we
Yeah,
didn't.
oh my gosh,
And then you had to
yeah.
set up your sight lines so
That must have
everything
been a
would
pretty
work.
big
It was
budget.
insane. I mean, and so for a year, literally
Yeah.
a whole year of our lives was essentially spent, if not more, about a year and a half, managing a construction project, building a team for a essentially what was a pre-revenue business, because you're still, once you're in the project, once you're digging, you know it's coming, so you're
Yes.
still getting the word out there and you're still letting people know. And so the press was great to us, and we were very fortunate because it was a project that people took an interest
Well,
in.
too bad we missed it. We would have loved to have.
Well, they've got
No, there's
plenty
tons
of
of
shows.
shows.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
But
No, I'm talking about the whole,
The whole
you know,
reconstruction
the reconstruction.
program.
Well,
and,
yeah, yeah.
Well, we're
Rebirth.
amazed.
The rebirth.
We're amazed when people sometimes walk past. I ask,
And just say, wow.
sometimes I say to somebody walks by, I said, "Hey, you have any idea what's going on in this theater?" And the girl looks and she says, "You show old movies, don't you?"
Oh, you see,
And that's
they
what
still don't know.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah.
I just moved to Babylon Village area,
yeah.
and I grew up in Huntington, and it was very similar with what happened to Paramount. Like, we would walk by it, like growing up, we'd walk by it, nobody cared about it. What is this place? They made it into something
All of a sudden.
all of a sudden they made it this big venue, and now what you guys are doing with the Argyle, like I noticed it the other day actually. I noticed the sign out,
marquee
out
the
front.
marquee out front.
Yeah.
And I was like, they have plays here, but like it's funny because it didn't register until I saw you guys tonight, and I'm like, they have plays here, and I'm like, wait a minute, when did they start playing plays here? I thought this was like an old movie
So I want
theater.
to tell you, we'll tell you together how each show is crafted, because
That's incredible.
Evan, for instance, he's nearly a 40-year veteran of Broadway. He started in the chorus line, he started in My Favorite Year, in Follies, and Parade, and many, many shows, performed overseas. So as he moved on in his career, he ended up getting into teaching and directing. And that's when we approached him, and it was like, some people as they get into their AARP years like me, you start slowing down, but then there's others like
Full
us
speed,
who
yeah.
don't slow down.
Exactly.
And you want to
You're
still,
still alive.
you
Why-
got 3 more innings left, you know?
Precisely.
So,
Yeah.
bringing Evan on board, think about, like, all of his friends, all the people he associates with, are almost all related in some fashion to the Broadway world.
Yeah.
So our casting director, who's been, because casting is so critical. People would ask us,
Well, I mean, you saw the show. How spot
I've seen
on?
2 shows. I've seen Oz as well.
Oh,
Wizard of
wow.
Oz.
Wow.
Okay.
Are we
But-
going to audition there soon? Are we going to see Loretta on
Darling,
stage?
I expect to not have to audition.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
And no.
How
my
dare I? I'm
repertoire.
so sorry, Mama.
But
that
like-
was my
but
fault.
like
My
lit-
bad.
But like, literally, can I tell you? Because I'm used to, ever since
She's
my
the Wicked
daughter,
Witch,
because I've got 2 kids, so
and
ever
you were
since my
Dorothy.
daughter was like, I don't know, 3 or 4, I've been taking her to Broadway. Because I grew up on, with West End and doing shows there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I wanted her to get used to seeing live theatre, as well as being a part of it. So I wanted her to go see a show. We'll go to the city to go and see a big production and have her experience it there. Now I'm just like, hello, we
It's
go
right
to
up the
Malaca.
block.
Beautiful.
So what do we expect now for, is anything huge coming for the holidays?
well,
Anything that-
right now, it's pretty huge. Hunchback of Notre Dame is huge.
Yeah.
How long
it's-
do they usually run for these
It
shows?
depends the show. So it can be anywhere from 6 weeks to 8 weeks this year. So Hairspray ran 7 weeks. It ran in the summer from July 12th to August 26th or 7th.
Yeah.
And what's so incredible about it, especially in the beginning, is the audiences grow each weekend. And what that is telling us, and what definitely keeps us a little sane through it all, is that as the word gets out and as the buzz gets out about a specific show, more and more people want to see it. It's not like, a show's running 6 weeks and everyone who wants to see it, they get tickets, and then it's, and then
That's it.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's sustained and it grows. And so when we launched the Children's Theater series, which Wizard of Oz was the first production we did, and Good Samaritan Hospital I'll give a shout out to because they're sponsoring our Children's
Are you
Theater
in the
series.
shows as well?
No.
No.
I mean, maybe
Not
one
yet.
day, but right now
Not
it's
right now.
just insane.
You're behind the
Producing
scenes.
He's got
things
a lot of
and
work on his
building
hands.
Someday,
and
someday.
the whole
Someday.
team.
Okay.
But bringing the Children's Theater in and the element that brings into the theater and it's a weekend morning, 10:30 on Saturdays and Sundays.
I mean, can I say that's
Yeah.
a huge addition to
Yeah.
at the back of the village residents and people on the outskirts, because there are a lot of us that have kids that they are interested. I've been trying to bring it into the school and everything.
Yeah.
Well-
so I was actually talking to Linda Rossi recently.
Ah,
about,
there you go.
yeah,
We
I
are.
know that. Yeah,
We are bringing it to schools. For a couple
Yes.
of things about the children's
That's
theater.
right, that's right.
One is I was shocked to see how many 3 and 4 year olds could sit,
Sorry, guys.
enjoy, not freak out seeing the Wicked
No,
Witch.
exactly.
And
And
they
she's
were amazing.
She was so good.
She scared me. But they do this whole meet and greet afterwards.
Yeah.
So in addition to the children's theater, we've got educational classes.
Yeah.
So kids who are interested in musical theater, dance, and learning and acting. Monday, Tuesdays, we have classes for 4 o'clock to about 8 o'clock. And then we're bringing schools in to see shows 10:30 in the morning.
Yes.
So we have,
So
like
Yeah.
thousands of students coming to see The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it touches on so many things. Well, you were a school psychologist for 30 years, nearly 30 years. So
it's a perfect way of presenting to students, to people in general, issues having to do with bullying a special needs person,
Right.
sexual abuse, abuse of power, dehumanizing people who are different, in this case the gypsies. It's an amazing show, and it's a really good show for teachable moments. We're bringing a lot of 7th to 9th grade students, and those are the age groups where we're working in a
Most
school, that's where
bullying.
you do most of the
also
anti-bullying
just the pure
workshops.
talent. It's
Oh
just-
yeah, that's amazing.
So-
And you know what? And I am so glad that you were able, because I live in Babylon as well
Yeah.
for many years,
That's
and I've
hysterical.
never I don't
Come by,
I
we'll
think
give
I
you a
never
tour.
went
We'll
across
We'd
the street.
love to,
We'll give you
we'll have
tours.
Loretta come and give you the tour.
Yes.
And you haven't gotten to see
Hello.
Backstage yet.
I haven't.
We'll give you a backstage tour.
I'm
We want a
waiting.
special Could Be You TV tour of the theater.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
Yes.
And then maybe you can have like your dream girl.
There you go. We have a singer in the house.
Oh, so hold on.
What
that's
we're
my
going
next
to do, a
question.
talent show?
Yes, because that was my next question.
That'd be
So
awesome.
are you bringing it, because we do it with the school, but is
Yeah.
it, because having it in the real theatre, like, this is like a major thing. So is there
Yeah.
something like that you're planning
We've got
to
some
bring
things
in?
planned. Well, currently we've got a few things planned right now. We've got New Year's Eve shows, comedy.
Okay.
Paul Anthony, Long Island Comedy, at 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. January 12th, we have Fleetwood Mac and Refugee, a Tom Petty band. And we have February 13th, we've got a jazz blues band
For
coming.
Valentine's Day. it'll be
February
adorable.
20th, we are tentatively planning our talent show, which we're going to start. We're working with the village to get that information out.
Yeah.
And we will try to do as many concerts as we can. The hardest thing about the concerts, everybody keeps asking us, we want to have our
And we
band,
wanna
we want to
do
do a show. To strike the set, to fold up the set, to take
Yeah.
the set out and move in and build a new set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and the sets are
Tremendous amount
truly,
of-
yeah. I
Because
mean,
they're in depth. It's not
Right.
like just the black in the background and whatever. It's like proper. It's
Yeah,
like,
well, it's a
scale.
theater. Well, you think about Broadway shows; they don't have like concerts really
Exactly.
going on in
It's-
between
it's
their
hard.
sets. Their
So
sets are
comedy's
huge.
amazing because it's so
It's
easy
easy.
to produce.
Yes.
It's a
So
comic
how do
and
you
microphone.
get these talents though now? Do you
Um,
see, do they
well,
reach
it's
out
very-
to you
Yeah,
or
where do you find
Yeah,
them?
it's very funny. So, in terms of the shows we're producing, we have a cast manager we hire, and he puts out the casting calls. So we,
How many people audition for a show?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Go.
He's
That's what
excited.
my father
Anywhere
said.
from like five,
We're
or,
on a
5
level.
or 600 people are auditioning to each
Yeah.
to each
Ooh.
production.
And they're incredibly talented. It's amazing.
And so, and then in terms of a lot of the bookings, it's a combination. I think, especially once the word got out that we were opening, we had a tremendous amount of solicitation from promoters and producers, and a lot of the times the up-and-coming acts themselves, because they're looking to book their shows, they're looking to book their tours, and that part of it has been surprisingly. Like there's no lack of talent out there,
Yeah.
and there's so many.
Yeah,
good,
oh my goodness,
talented
especially here in
groups.
Long Island. I am
But you
telling
can
you.
hand-
This
pick
is
now,
New York
you're-
in general.
Yes.
The best
so
of
for
the
instance,
best.
Yeah.
we had Fastlane, which is one of the top Eagles tribute bands in the area.
Yes,
And I know one of the people in the band, and
Right.
we spoke, and he said, definitely, we'll do it.
Yeah.
So I had a comedian, this guy Paul Veneer, who's crazy, and he put on a great show because I knew him personally. And now some of these other people we're starting to get to know. You get to trust Ray Negron, who lives in Babylon Village. He was a bat boy for the New York Yankees. He's been affiliated with them for 40 years.
Yeah.
He's put on 2 shows at the theater already, and he actually moved his show he did Tillis Center after doing us, and did a show in the Bronx. So yeah, it's always great when you do it with people you actually know and you trust.
Yes.
Don't even have these a lot of times you got to have heavy duty contracts and everything. Most of these folks, it's a handshake. And
Without a passion.
I got to give you one
Well,
other.
do it.
If
One other-
if
one-
our lawyer's watching,
Uh-oh. It was a good contract.
We're good. We're good here. We're good.
One other shout out. We talked about the two people, Evan and Marty. Our director of operations, gentleman Dan Ostrander, he was the manager of the movie theater.
When it closed down.
And so when we used to
2014.
go to visit, to take a look with our contractor, Tom Till, and Mario Vergara, our architect, Dan would let us in and show us around, and we would talk. And one day we looked at each other and said, you know what? We're going to need a director of operations.
Yeah.
And we started speaking. He goes, I can't believe, I was waiting. I didn't know if I should say anything or not.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's one of the
And
most
it's
trusted
been a
people we
perfect
have.
Aw,
And
look
so
at
that's been
that. It's so
phenomenal.
nice when nice people and good people get together and you have you pick them to be your team and you make a nice.
It really is. a
It's
good
very
environment.
important to have
It's a
that-
very
that
And we
good
could go
environment.
through all of our staff. I don't have time to go. I
Yeah.
apologize to everybody.
But the
We love you,
team-
and we're definitely
Yeah.
gonna. So let everybody know that's watching. Where can they purchase their tickets and
Definitely.
when they can find you?
Definitely. So, I mean, easiest, our website, argyletheater.com, ARGYLE theater.com. And, I mean, you can call our box office anytime, 844-631-LIVE. That's 5483. You could go Argyle Theater on Facebook, Instagram, social
All
media
that, okay.
outlets. And yeah, just follow us and
And
see
right
what
now,
we're doing.
so that show Notre Dame is
Yeah,
running
that's-
through right
that's
now.
running
Right. And we,
Okay.
we
And
offer
we have pictures.
packages,
Yeah.
the group packages where you
Okay.
get discounts. We can have
What's
We
the
have
pre-show.
two full
What's the
bars.
Christmas show? Is it Elf?
Yeah, Harry Connick Jr. is the Happy Elf.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we have
no,
that
not
on-
that one.
we-
Yeah. No,
Next year.
Harry
Next
Connick
year.
Jr.'s version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it
And,
looks very
it's
cute so
It's
far.
adorable.
Listen, I don't care as long as it's got elf in it.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of them.
Well, listen, it
for the
sounds
show.
like an amazing place, and I thank you so much, Loretta, for bringing these wonderful gentlemen on to us to explain a little bit more, because I'm sure just like me, there's a lot of people who just see the theater and not really informed well of it. So
And also think
now
that
we-
theater is just for New York City. It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to
Don't
bring you
worry,
to
we're
the
gonna have
island.
Could Be UTV is gonna put out the word for the Argyle
Absolutely.
Theater.
Yes.
Everybody must check it out.
Live theater. You cannot beat live theater.
Thank you.
There's nothing that
Live
compares.
That's my
Theater.
next tattoo.
Yes, there you
Evan
go.
Pappas, live theater.
There you go.
Seriously.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Can't wait to check out the
Yeah,
theater.
we're definitely
come
gonna
on,
love
check
to
it
give you a
out.
tour.
We're coming for the tour.
All right.
You got it.
And to see the shows.
Yes,
Of
Of course,
absolutely.
of course.
Yeah.
I can't wait to check it out. Now that I know
Constant.
more,
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to check it out. And it is the middle way between the islands. So,
Exactly.
listen, everybody that's not from Long Island, if you're watching, this is
Babylon train.
Yeah,
it's
it's very
nice.
fun.
Babylon Train is a wonderful ride as well.
especially going
Right?
east. It's way less crowded.
Exactly.
Well, since most of the actors come from Brooklyn and Manhattan,
They take
they
the train
don't
every night.
mind taking the train. because
Or
it's
you
a-
Long
it's a
Island
5-minute walk.
actors.
Exactly.
Long
Right.
Island
Yeah.
actors, singers, if you're interested, contact
Yeah.
them for auditions. I mean, this is a great opportunity for everybody.
All right. Well, that wraps up with our awesome guest tonight.
We could talk forever with them.
We can. I know. We definitely we can. But we have a wonderful guest that is actually she's a recording artist, and this is a special, unique interview because she's skyping in from Greece. Yes.
Malaca.
Malaga.
You want to say something else?
Malaca,
So
Malaca.
we're gonna be speaking to her in a few whenever she decides that she would like to call in, Sophia. But but in the meantime,
Thank
Your
you.
dream
Thank you.
girl.
Yeah. I don't know the melody.
I don't know, but
That's
we're gonna
terrible.
find
Oh my
Dream
God,
Girls
they're
is
gonna
coming
revoke my
next
black
year, by
card.
Dream girl.
Oh, do we have to pay for that?
All you need to know is it could be you. Oh no, it could be you.
The Princess and the Oh. Why did I know you were gonna say that?
I'm kidding.
Why did I know you were gonna say
Oh,
that?
I'm so dirty.
oh hi, we're back from my
love
commercial
that.
break.
Oh, hi.
We are. Oh,
Oh,
she's,
it's okay.
Dream
Oh. Hello.
Oh my God, that was great. Thank you so much, Loretta,
Of course.
for
listen. I mean,
that's
did I drop something? Was that so? Oh, what are we doing?
that was just that's okay. It's,
Okay.
You're good. You're good. You're
Can't
good.
even handle her.
You're good.
Yeah, no, I from the moment I sort of saw that theatre space was, or the building was being turned into a theatre, I was so happy. And then to actually see the quality of shows that they were putting on, I was like, okay, yeah. I got talking with Mark, I think, and then, actually no, I think Dylan was the first one I spoke to, then Mark, and then Marty. Marty's been like the the go-to guy for me. I've been talking with him quite a bit.
Right.
So it's fantastic, and literally, I will urge everyone. And if you want to, you go right ahead and.
I'm excited now.
But just to also know that I know what I'm talking about, you go ahead and Google me and see what I've done.
Google.
So you know
Google
that
it.
I know quality. So watching the show, the first show there, I was like, okay, wow, this
right.
is not some kind of rubbish.
All right.
Theater.
Well,
This
let's
is
just give us some
quality.
shout outs of people. I'm dying to go. So we're show make
No,
we
we're gonna
should
go.
just where should go?
We're,
We should go.
We're gonna definitely.
We're going. I'm gonna
We're
walk
going.
there. I'll actually walk there from home.
You will.
Yep.
If they
Oh,
got a
stop.
bar.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Especially if they have a
Again?
I know, right?
I mean,
So
Uber's like 2 minutes, but I'll walk if
Oh yeah,
they got a bar.
for me? Oh yeah. No,
I'll do what a
Uber.
girl gotta do. What a girl gotta do.
Girl, because we got too many places to go afterwards, after a show there. Hello.
So we have here we're having a little situation here with
We are?
our guest Sophia. She
Oh.
just wrote to us saying that she cannot Skype, and I wonder why.
Oh, uh-oh.
Sophia, would you like to explain so we can?
Uh-oh. Text us. Why can't you Skype,
Can we
girlfriend?
WhatsApp? No, I don't.
Ooh,
Can you
ooh,
just
ooh.
call in regular telephone then?
Oh.
Just calling through the telephone.
You have the number?
Telephone.
516 something.
WhatsApp. Can you WhatsApp?
You know, while she tries to call in, why don't we show one of her videos? That way we
Perfect.
can know who
What
are
she's
we
about.
speaking of.
Yeah.
That's right. So.
Can I just say I love this hair straight.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
you
it.
liking
I love
it?
Yeah, because the color's just delicious.
Who's here?
Delightful.
Hola, amiga, Cynthia. Because of you, Cynthia and Belle. Shout out to my homies. I'm going cuckoo today.
No, really? You are. She got the timing of everything wrong today. She's so used to it being at 10 o'clock,
Yes.
which is a great time. 9 o'clock, we love better. But yeah, she was like, oh.
It's a cross break my hand, not to fall apart. They're trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high. You see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up down person, still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my love and for the one loving people. Now love, walk out door. Just turn around now. Just gonna walk the favor. We're two to one, trying to break me with the fight. Think I got more. Think I trade out and die. Oh, la la. How will survive? For as long as I don't have to fight, I know I stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey.
Ooh, that was abrupt.
Wepa. Okay, so that was our friend
I'm just gonna show you.
Sophia Katsaros. Darling, so whenever you decide that you can, the number is on the screen. But in the meanwhile, we just checked out your video. That is amazing. And the most amazing part is that she's actually in Greece. So I guess it's a little bit difficult. What's so funny? What are you laughing about?
I burped.
She burped. Well, maybe you weren't eating the chicken and broccoli and
I had sprouts and turkey bacon. No,
Here we
no
go.
bacon. Here she comes. It looks like it's 3 in the morning. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, our Sophia, thank you.
Hi, how are you?
You were having a little bit trouble there, huh?
Yes, apparently I've been fighting with the Skype account for about the past hour.
Well, for those that don't
Trying
know, yeah, Sophia, our guest, our recording artist, is in Greece, and I believe, what are we? You're 7 hours behind. So it's what, like 3 in the morning there now?
It is 4:42 a.m. in the morning at the moment.
Is that your usual time when you
Dios
wake up?
mío.
Not really. Usually I'm in bed at this time, but it's okay. I napped for an hour, so we're good.
So you're good?
You get an hour nap a day? You lucky girl.
It's a disco nap, right? Disco nap so you can get up and party at like 2 a.m.
Excuse me?
It's a disco. It's a disco nap, darling. So you can get up and party. At
Oh
2
yeah,
a.m.,
that's what she's
right?
ready for.
That's like kind of what you do the nap for.
Mimosas.
That's what I do it for, darling.
I'm sorry, but I don't hear you very well.
Oh, okay, I think our connection maybe.
And my
I
accent
napped
potentially.
for a tiny bit.
Is
though,
it because of a British
especially
girl
before
accent
this
here?
Show.
Sophia,
Yes.
I love the outfit. I love the song. What's your inspiration when it comes to your music? Do you like have like a genre or a singer in general that you follow?
Not one in particular. I mean, I did have many influences when I was growing up. But
Where did you grow
at
up?
the same
I
time
mean,
now it's
her English is perfect.
Excuse me?
I said your English is perfect. Where did you grow up?
Oh, I grew up in New York, actually. I'm half Colombian, half Greek, born in New York, and I lived in New York up until I was 10 years old.
That's a mix, girl.
So, yeah, thank you very much. And then I moved to Greece. So I came back to New York in March of 2016, stayed there for 2.5 years, and I just moved recently back to Greece in July.
Wow. Can we ask what was that change of that? That's a big jump from here to Greece.
Well, it was a big jump to come to New York originally.
Okay.
So I came for work. I was hired to sing at a Greek nightclub, and then I just decided to stay since I hadn't ever actually lived in New York while I was, old enough to understand what New York is about. So then I stayed for 2.5 years and got the full experience. I worked the day job, sang with American bands in the city, with American wedding bands, with the Greek bands at Greek weddings and christenings and festivals and all of that. And it was a great experience. But I did miss home, so I decided to come back.
Wow. That it seems like you have a lot going on every time I see you. So I happen to come upon your page on social media. And, I said, wow, I will have loved. And I didn't even know when I had contacted her that she was actually in Greece. I'm going to be inviting her to come to the show. She's like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm in Greece. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, good thing for Skype,
I know, that's the beauty of Skype. Thank goodness. That's really fantastic. So can I ask you a question? How long have you been singing for?
Oh, 13 years.
Okay. So can you document exactly when you decided, you know what? I want to be a singer. That's going to be my career. When did you know?
9 years old.
Really?
Yes. I was either 8.5 or 9 years old. I was still living in New York, and I discovered MTV.
Oh.
I turned on the TV, and it popped up, and I was like, oh, wow. This is very interesting. So I started mimicking, the choreographies and, trying to sing along. And I was like, I just love that. I want to do that. So
did you use a hairbrush?
Well, not
did you use a hairbrush in the mirror?
But, I became a professional singer.
I have a very silly question. Did you use a hairbrush in the mirror to mimic the singers?
I'm pretty sure I used the hairbrush.
Well, I still use the hairbrush or anything that I still use the hairbrush.
Water bottle.
Water bottles. I will survive. Well,
Can I ask you a question about the material that you tend to sort of do you write material? Do you sort of just kind of pick stuff that you know already that you kind of want to recreate?
Well, I do not write a lot of material because you see here in Greece, what we do usually is at all the venues. We usually sing covers. Yes. So at the big Greek music venues, we sing Greek traditional music, and even the American songs are usually covers, unless you have your own original material.
Yeah.
And I just released my very first single.
Yes, please do talk.
In New York, which we co-wrote with the producer, Alvin Anthony. It's called With You Here Tonight. And we released it with a Greek record label called Heaven Music.
Oh, fabulous.
So that was just released in July.
So, and what type of genre is that? Is it like, does it have a Greek influence?
No, it's actually tropical house.
Ooh.
I think Gwendolyn has.
Bobby, do we have that?
That I sent her to that.
At a disposal?
I'd love to hear that.
Well,
play it.
Yeah, so I believe we have a clip of that, and we're going to listen to it. And
I would love to hear that.
Once or twice, you and I came close, but not quite. Once or twice, you and I. So wrong, but it feels so right. Looking around as I see your eyes watching, I wanna get close to you, wanna see what's going on with your body. I feel my destiny, I feel things are happening with you here tonight. And when I come to you, and when I see you are around me, I will come to you. I wanna be with you like, oh yeah, we are coming closer now. Oh yeah, with you here tonight. Read my mind, cross the line. For you will be mine. Take tonight. Come on and take me, baby. It's going down. Looking around as I see your eyes watching. I wanna get close to you, wanna see what's going on with your body. I feel my destiny, I feel things are happening with you here tonight. And when I come to you, and when I see you are around me, I will come to you. I wanna be with you like, oh yeah, we are coming closer now. Oh yeah, with you here tonight. With you here tonight. With you here tonight. You and I, you and I, you and I. And when I come to you, and when I see you are around me, I will come to you. I wanna be with you like, oh yeah, we are coming closer now. Oh yeah, with you here tonight. 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 With you here tonight.
I like it.
We've been
That was
very well behaved.
amazing.
I
Yes.
like it. Malaca.
So yeah, I love it, and you know what, I can almost hear it, and not that I can speak Greek, but I can also hear it in different languages as well. It's very cool, kind of Miami, very sort of just very European, sexy. I could hear it in all different languages. Like, I love the vibe.
Thank you so very much
Yeah.
for saying that. Actually, it was so funny because the producer was like, it has this European vibe. He always kept saying that.
That's what I feel.
And that's why he thought I would be perfect for that instrumental piece that he created, and that's how we did that collaboration together, and it just worked out perfectly. I mean, I enjoyed the whole thing, so it was great.
So he's here in New York?
Yes, I did that while I was there in New York. So we worked on it in New York. We recorded in New York, and then I was getting ready to come back to Greece. So I was like, let's release this in Greece because I'm moving back. So that way it also helps here as, to distribute and to advertise. He gets well known as well here in Greece. So yeah, that's how it worked out.
So how is it being, are you playing it, are you promoting it over there as well?
Correct. I am singing it at the different nightclubs that I sing at all the venues. For example, I think you have that video as well. I sang at the Star Peloponnese or Miss Peloponnese beauty pageant, the finals.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that's where I sang live. I sang 2 songs. I sang Poker Face and With You Here Tonight. And that's the other video that you have.
Wow. It seems like why would you come back to New York, I guess, right? You do have the crystal blue waters. I mean, is that how it is right?
Excuse me?
Is that how the waters are right now? Like, should we be like super jealous?
Yes.
I would be.
Wait, she's got the
Well,
super.
I'm enjoying it here a lot, actually, because, I've been promoting the song. I've been singing it at all the different venues that I go to perform at. So it's a lot of fun since it's my first experience in having my own song. I hadn't done that before. I had only been singing covers, but this is actually, a very nice new experience.
Are you coming back to promote it here in the United States?
I might at some point. I might, yes. That is a possibility.
Wow.
At the moment, though, I do have steady employment here. So I would have to,
Well, who
figure
would
that
want me?
out
She's
along
got
the
the
way.
crystal blue waters. She's got all the venues and nightclubs over there. I mean, when you see all the, the pictures from Instagram and Mykonos and all this, it makes you like, am I
Yeah.
like,
Well, tell everybody, where can they find you, check you out, like your social media, your
exactly.
website? Where can everyone check you out right now?
At the moment, they can see all my videos and my posts and where I'm singing at, either on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. My name is Sophia Katsaros. It's spelled the same way on all media. My official Facebook page is Sophia Katsaros /singer. So that's another place that they can check everything out. And on YouTube, of course, you can also see my live performances. Sophia Katsaros, again, my name is spelled the same way everywhere, so that way everyone can always find me.
all right. Well, Sophia, I wish we had a better connection where we were able to do, a Skype where we can actually see each other, but this was good
course.
enough. We got to hear you. We got to chat and, listen to your new single, which is amazing. And we can only wish you the
Thank you.
best with your, with your new song.
And when you come back to New York,
Yes.
please do let us know so you can come on the show, come and perform, and come and sit and chat with us and be silly with us.
That
Absolutely.
would be great, and I thank you so very much for having me.
Okay, well, it was great having you, and we'll sure to give you another shout out with the song, and hopefully everybody can go to your page, or is it all on social media platforms, right? iTunes and Spotify?
Correct.
Okay,
Make sure you guys check her out.
Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Amazon, everywhere. Yes.
all right.
Perfect. Enjoy the beautiful weather. We've
Yes.
got snow coming in a couple of days, so feel sorry for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even saying that. She's over there with the beautiful weather and
know.
she's gonna take a picture and
Enjoy.
put it on her Instagram.
Can you do that? Please take a picture of your beautiful skyline or whatever. Put it on Instagram for us to be jealous of while we're looking out the window at the snow in November.
All right. Well, thank you, Sophia, so much for calling
Thank you very
in.
much.
And here at Cooper UTV, Loretta and Miss Chrissy.
Yes, I just wanted to actually say bye.
I want
Bye,
to say, how do you
Sophia,
say
thank
goodbye
you.
in Greek? How do you say goodbye?
Oh, yasas. That's goodbye. Yasas.
Yasas.
Like that? Yes, huh?
Bye.
Yasas
Bye.
or
Thank you.
yasas?
Bye.
We're going to have to look
not like
Okay,
that up.
adios.
Oh,
Arrivederci. So really quick, I did want to say, because of everything going on, I was just in California last week, and as I left, they had those horrible wildfires start up. So I just wanted to extend my condolences and my thoughts with everybody that's going through, this devastation, because, clearly we've seen some videos. I mean, with the fact that people could videotape everything these days, I mean,
Right.
we're seeing some things that are very heartbreaking to watch, and people losing their homes, and there's lives being lost, and animals, and I can't stop thinking about it. So I just wanted to extend my condolences and my thoughts to everybody that's dealing with that. Yes, we are getting snow, but we're fortunate that, you know,
That we
it's
get rain.
not, that it's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's so
what
funny that
they're
you mentioned
going
with the California, because not only with their with the fire that's going on, but also you know the shooting. So our hearts and condolences go out to
Yep.
the families, you know,
another
of the
one.
victims,
Yep,
and you know.
absolutely.
So that this is why we always say, you know, stay positive, stay strong. You know, live one day at a time. Leave all pettiness behind, because you're here one day, the next you're not. You know, cherish those that you love. Say, you know, and just like have this attitude now that you just never know. You know,
Enjoy your life.
Enjoy
Be the
life.
best
Live life.
person you
Love
Respect
it.
what you do have as opposed to what you don't have, because there's people out there with much less fortunate things and people in their lives, you know.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
Absolutely.
So, Bobby, do we have that video that we can go out with? Sophia's last video? All right. So, thank you, everybody, for joining in. Linda Lynn presents Could Be You TV with my lovely co-host,
be you.
Loretta and Miss Chrissy.
It could be you. It could be you.
Could be
It could be
you.
me.
It could be us.
It could be
It
you.
could be me.
It could be
Could
us.
be you. Could be us.
It could be.
Yo,
It's
it could be
working.
us,
What?
yo.
Yo,
Yo.
this is the A-team right here.
Yo.
You already know.
We're your
What's up?
dream girl.
Du- 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 du.
I wanna hold on like they do in Texas State. Hold on, let them hit me, raise it, never stay with me. Oh, love, look into it, where the cartridge takes to start. After he's been hooked, I'll play the one that's on his heart. Oh, 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 so I'll get him high, show him what I've got. Oh, 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 so I'll get him high, show him what I've got. Here we come, no, here we come, oh, the face. He's got it, let nobody. Here we come, no, he can't be caught, oh, the face. He's got it, let nobody. The face. How about that poker face, how about the face. Yes, it's us, you and I. Yes, it's us, you and I. Somebody feels so right, looking around and see your reflection. I wanna get close to you, wanna see what's going on with your body. I feel my destiny, feel things I have never seen. And when I see you, and when I see you all around me, I will come to you. I wanna be with you now. Oh, yeah, we are. Oh, yeah. If you can love, we can have cross the line. For you to be mine, take the more. The more you take me, take me, so intense, looking around, I can see your eyes watching. I wanna get close to you, wanna see what's going on with your body. I feel my destiny, I feel things are happening. If you love, and when I see you all around me, I will come to you. I wanna be with you like, oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah, if you feel love, if you feel love, if you feel love, if you feel tonight. Yeah.
Oregon.